Guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential equation. So we have 3 to the power of x minus 1 is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now, if we have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this can actually be written as a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So as you can see here, we have 3 to the power of x minus 1. This can be written as 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of negative 1. And this is equal to 2 to the power of x. Now I'm actually going to divide by 2 to the power of x on both sides. So now we have 3 to the power of x. And I'm actually going to move the 3 to the power of negative 1 to the denominator, and now it's going to be 3 to the power of positive 1. So now we have 3 to the power of positive 1 times 2 to the power of x. This is equal to 1. Now I'm actually going to multiply both sides by 3. So now these two cancel out, and you're left with 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equal to 3. So now this can be written as 3 over 2 to the power of x is equal to 3. Now if I take the ln of both sides, you get this can actually be moved to the front of the ln because this is an important property of logarithms. So now we have x ln 3 over 2 is equal to ln 3. And now I'm actually going to divide both sides by ln 3 over 2 so I can isolate x. So now these two cancel out, and we are left with x is equal to ln 3 over ln 3 over 2. Now, although this is a fine answer, this can actually be simplified because if we have something in the form ln a over b, this is actually equal to ln a minus ln b. So ln 3 over 2, this would equal ln 3 over ln 3 minus ln 2. So this is our answer. X to the power of 3 equals x to the power of 5. So what we're first going to do is we're going to subtract x to the power of 3 on both sides. So for this side, x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 3, well, these two just cancel out, so we get 0 equals x to the power of 5 minus x to the power of 3. So now what we're going to do is we're actually going to factor out x to the power of 3 from this, because that is the greatest common factor of these two terms. So we have 0 equals x to the power of 3 times, well, what's x to the power of 3 x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3? Well, an important property of exponents is that you have a to the power of m over a to the power of n. This is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So x to the power of 5 divided by x to the power of 3, this is equal to x to the power of 5 minus 3, and 5 minus 3 is 2, so this is equal to x squared, or x to the power of 2. So we have x to the power of 3 times x squared minus x to the power of 3 divided by x to the power of 3 is simply 1, because anything divided by itself is 1. So now we have two equations actually from this. We have x to the power of 3 equals 0, and x squared minus 1 equals 0. Well, x to the power of 3 equals 0. What to the power of 3 equals 0? The only number that fits in for x here is 0. So we have x equals 0. And this is one solution. Now we have x squared minus 1 equals 0. So if we add 1 on both sides, we get x squared equals 1. Now if we take the square root on both sides, because we just want x, these two cancel out, so we get x equals positive or negative 1. So this would also be our answer. So now our three solutions are x equals 0, 1, and negative 1. So these three are our solutions.